Read on. Verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt.
You lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Get on 2 Corinthians on the 4th chapter.
Got it.
You know, lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven. All right, cause can't nobody tap into that bank account, man. You know, that's yours, man. You know, but one thing about it though, man, you can have you can be running it up in your spiritual bank account, but if you draw back, then what? The Heavenly Father has no pleasure in you. Yeah. According to Ezekiel the 18th chapter, is as if you did that for nothing. Yep. All right, so you have to continue to minister. You have to continue to run that bank account up, man.
Yep. And he'll transfer that account to another brother, man.
Yep.
To a brother he's really dealing with, man.
That's right.
That's right. A brother just came out the mud. Yeah. Brother just showed up on the scene, low side. He'll transfer the whole account to him, while your account's frozen. Yeah. Yep. You're done, man.
Sanctions hit you.
Yeah. You're counting the negative.
Yeah. You actually owe them on the side, man.
Yep.
Your life.
That's right.
You owe them that judgment.
Yep.
You owe them that death by pain.
Yep. You know what Yahweh want when he returned? He wants double.
Yeah.
You know? Here it is, you ain't got nothing to give him. You're a slothful, wicked.
Yeah, like I'm saying, you want a prophet.
Yeah.
Because you won't have certain men, they're going to give different measures of the prophet, but it's still all the same. You need a prophet. Yep. If you just flatline, you haven't did anything with the talent. Well, it tells you with the talent. Parable of the talent. You have the guy who had the one talent, and what did he do? He hid it under. He dug it in and put it in the earth. And then when the Lord came, he said, "Oh, I got here's your talent." Nigga, you supposed to go out and make money, man. That's business 101. And likewise, you supposed to go and get fruit. And that's your fruit remain, you know. And then, well, it tells you in John 15 that the Lord, He'll purge. He purges you so you can bring forth more fruit. You know. So you can't get mad at that purging process, man. Yeah. You know, that's for you to be more edifying. That's for you to be more stronger in the spirit. Certain men, they take that as judgment from Yahweh Shema Shai, which you look at it is a judgment, but really it's a chastisement. Good. You know, to keep you on that straight and narrow.
I got a precept for you right quick. It's Job chapter 5. Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai corrected. Therefore,
you're really happy. You're really happy because you understand what it after the correction. While the correction, right? You're not too happy. You know what I mean? It's unpleasant. We'll tell you that. What's that in Hebrews 12? The 12th chapter. Okay, kind. That's the spirit. Go ahead.
Yep. It says.
Yeah, can you start from the top again?
Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai corrected. Right. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
Yeah, despise not the chastening of the Almighty. When Yahweh Shema Shai, when He corrects you, okay, He's correcting you for a particular reason. You know, that particular reason is because there's still certain impurities that He needs to draw up out of you. You know, and then that's that refining process. That's that process where, you know, it's going to feel uncomfortable at times. Can we get that in Revelation, the 3rd chapter? Real quick, I believe it's 26. I forget where whom I love I chasten.
Therefore, about 3 and 20. Let me see.
Something
I got it in Proverbs.
Gone.
So 1 Peter 4:1, it says, "For as much then as Mashiach have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin."
Yeah, you have ceased from sin. You have ceased from being a slave to sin. Right? Because you've been separated from this world. Right? So you have to arm yourself, your mind likewise, meaning your spirit. Your spirit has to be in that same mind frame as Yahweh Shai. When Yahweh Shai, when He came to the earth, did He know what He was supposed to do? Yeah, He was supposed to catch hell. He was supposed to go through that straight gate. He was supposed to die for the nation of Israel. Okay? So He knew that it was written in prophecy. Well, Isaiah the 53rd chapter. Yep. What manner of man he was going to be, you know, a man acquainted with grief, you know.
That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High.
Yeah, to the will of the Most High, because He came to do the will of the Father. So, and likewise us also, we come to do the will of the Father, and not only to do the will, but to finish the will. Yep. because that's really what it's about. It's about finishing, right? You can do you can do this for 25 years, 30 years, 40 years, but if you stop at the appointed time where it was supposed to, the job was complete, supposed to be finished, if you stop before that, you're not gonna receive the wage that was agreed upon, because you agreed to finish.
Yep. That's part of the contract.
That's part of the contract, and within the contract, the stipulations say, hey, look, a lot of shit's gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
You know, but we understand the condition of the battle. If you're going to war, you know that hey, you can get some minor scrapes and cuts. You might even get some wounds almost unto death, but then you can get resuscitated back, and that's a spirit. So we understand that things are going to happen constantly. It's not all. We're not going to always be on the floor or on the bottom. The Lord is going to bring us back up, but we know that's the patient part of knowing that the Lord He's going to redeem us from whatever trouble that we're in.
With that Revelation.
Yeah, Con.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at 18. Revelation 3:18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire.
Gold tried in the fire. What is that? Sirach, the second chapter. We got to get that. Okay, gold tried in the fire. So we're gold on the earth, man. We're the hopeful elect. Are gold.
Precious jewels.
The precious.
Yeah.
What it say in Isaiah 13th chapter? I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even the golden wedge of Ophir.
Yep. And what's the highest level commodity that all the world, all these different nations are fighting after? It's the gold. That's the highest level commodity on the planet Earth, is that gold. And the Most High is liking his men to on a higher level than gold, man.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich. In white raiment.
Rich in faith, man.
Yep.
Rich in faith, not in monetary substances on the planet Earth, because we don't have those things, and those things corrupt you. Okay, you can be, I'm the toughest man in the spirit, man. All those things, that money, well, even gold comes with a spirit on it.
Yeah.
Everything on the planet Earth has a spirit to it. Okay, but what spirit are you in? And you can't allow those things of the earth to overcome your spirit, man. And that does overcome a lot of men's spirit. It overtakes them with the cares and affairs of this world. Okay, the man that was thrown on stony ground.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's why the scriptures tell you to be temperate, which temperate means balance. Discipline. You gotta make sure that you ain't getting too much into certain things, man. Or what did we read it last week? Give me neither poverty nor riches. And then Paul said, "What? I know how to be abound. I know how to abase." So Paul, he wasn't in the mindset, I'm gonna always be, Paul, I'm always have it. He knew how to do both. And then when he was in that low state, he knew how to deal with that. And work through that until the Heavenly Father balanced it out, put him back on the level he was on, man.
Right. Yep. And that's why, can we bring that back out in Joel 5, where it says to despise not the chastening of the Lord?
And if I may add too, that the elder brought out that passage going into Paul where he says, I know how to both abound and be abased. He said we are instructed to do both. So that's an order.
Well, Job said, talking to his wife, he said, "You speak as one of the foolish women do. So we receive all this good from the Heavenly Father, and now receive evil. What's that evil that Job was receiving was the chastisement. That wasn't to condemn him.
That's right. So that's you arming your mind likewise through precept upon precept. Romans 15:4, the things that are written aforetime were written for our learning. And that's how we arm our mind. Like when you go to arms. You get all your weapons and stuff like that. That's how we doing when we read the scriptures, man. We're arming ourselves with these precepts. So when we walk out into this world, we walk out into this wicked world, we're able to withstand in that battle. We're able to bring that shield up. A precept will come to mind, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to do that, or I'm not supposed to do that. But this is the correct way of thinking.
So I was going to say, wisdom meets you in every thought.
God. Go ahead, brother.
It's Job 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua correcteth. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
And that's when that experience comes in. Because you went through all those different trials and tribulations. And then you be like, damn, I'm really glad that the Most High put me through that. Because now I found, okay, I was weak towards women. Or I was weak towards this. Or I needed to be built up in this, but I didn't see it. I had demons messing with me then, but then when you go through that trial and tribulation and you endure to the end, you keep your integrity like Job, then the Most High, he gives you more understanding. He puts you on a higher level in the spirit. Yeah, that's what we're searching for, not, oh yeah, I went through this, now the Lord, he gonna give me a Mercedes. You got guys that think like that, you know?
Yeah, you out your mind if you're in that mindset, man.
Yeah, we get a big booty bitch now.
I can turn up more.
Yeah.
I'm saying, well, because these videos that we do are sacrifices, so you got niggas that already gonna do wickedness, and they'll set up a sacrifice. I'm gonna do 2 videos today. Yeah. You know.
I'm gonna turn up.
And then I'm gonna turn up. What the Lord's gonna be with a turn up.
Yeah.
Because I did the work, right? But that's using a spotted sacrifice, man. You know.
Yep.
And the Most High sees that. See that you do these things to be seen among men. Which, those wicked scribes and Pharisees, that's what they did. They did everything to be seen among men to say, oh, look how much knowledge I have. Look how holy I am.
Yeah, this dude keeping the law.
You know?
Look at him. You know, look how big his border of blue is. Look how many fringes he got. You know, he got to be keeping the law. He got his phylacteries on. You know, they pray in the street to be seen of men. And have men look at them some kind of way. Oh, this guy has to be holy. You know.
And he got certain men following after his every need. Like he has power. So people see that, and they want to. People who see power want to follow power. Okay, that are not in the right spirit. Which we have power, but that's the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. And people want to follow what? That power, that spirit, not a man. And as soon as a man goes off in another direction, then you got to go off. You got to go in the right direction. Go ahead. Yeah, finish that.
You're back in Revelations 3. But I was gonna say, you know, we always glorify Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, because the Holy Spirit that's upon us, it is powerful. But in all things, you know, we give the glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We know it's not of us, you know. It's Revelation 3:18. It says, I counseled thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich in white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed.
Yeah, white raiment, man, without spot. Pure, man. Okay, not defiled, not unclean. You know, the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, he wants to come back with a church without spot. And that's what this Passover also symbolizing, getting that leaven out of the body, giving that spot out of the body, man. Okay, and that is a reoccurring process year round. Okay, it really intensified during the time of the Pesach, because that's actually when you did it. That's actually when you were commanded to take all the leaven out of your house. That was the commandment. And then not to eat leaven for 7 days. Okay?
It says that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear.
See, the shame of thy nakedness. So we do this so our shame and our nakedness will not appear. Okay? That's the reason why we continue to do this work. Okay?
So our sins will be covered.
Exactly. For our sins to be covered, man. You know? Because these people's sins will for that death angel to pass over us, man. You see that? Because we have the Yahushai's blood. You see, if we are part of that number. That's the reason why we do it. We haven't made it yet. We're not on a chariot. It's not time to party. We're not partying. Okay? We're trying to be more stable in the spirit, man. We're praying not to enter into temptation.
That's right.
All right, Satan can come and get any of us if you're not right in the spirit. Okay, you ain't got 100%. Oh, I got a 144% chance I'm gonna make it on the chariot because I'm in the spirit 144% of the time. No, man, you're out. You're a bug out. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a bug out.
You threw the shield down if you in that spirit, man. I mean, Satan can't fuck with you.
Yeah.
He never sending thoughts at you. You know, he never came and tried to whisper in your ear. Now, everything that's Yahweh Shai, man. You know?
No hope.
Yep. Telling you to do stuff you know is wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm in the spirit 144%, so I gotta be right.
Yeah, man, you've been totally deceived.
It says, and anoint thy eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see.
Yeah, so you can really see, man, this ointment, this oil right here. Okay, you're supposed to be anointing yourself daily. Okay, spiritually, which you can physically anoint yourself, right? Yet you want to anoint yourself daily with this oil right here, man. This wisdom, okay, that eye salve, so where you can actually be able to see things in front of you. Okay, being prudent. Well, it tells you that A prudent man foreseeth the evil.
Yep.
What is the evil? What an evil day. Every day is really evil, man. We're in the day of the, we're in the land of the dead, man.
Valley of the shadow of death.
The valley of the shadow of death. Okay, in zombie land. Okay, nobody knows what the hell is going on. Everybody's giving into folly. Okay, you got trannies, homosexuals. We was getting something to eat earlier today. And saw a straight flaming homosexual, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but you want to party amongst homosexuals? Okay, no. Why would you want to do that?
If it said, because we was going into King Solomon, he said it's all vanity and vexation of spirit. What did Lot say, man? He was vexed with the filthy conversation of these people.
Yep.
We're in Sodom and Gomorrah all over again, nigga.
Yep.
You know, you got trannies, man. It's even worse than that time, man. You got trannies, you got things, anything, man. All sorts of wickedness. You gotta hear, walk past. All right.
Yep.
You have to maintain you have to keep your spirit calm and stay away from certain things because we have to maneuver through this matrix, man. Yet these are the things that we have to be around. So why would we be happy, like genuinely happy, excited? You want to party with these things, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to party and turn up with them. You want to be in the same vicinity with them. And then how much more everything's artificial.
Oh man, well the report came out about the kill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
It wasn't even just the kill. It was other. It was other.
The so-called dirty dozen.
Yeah. So it's like 12 of them now that was had high levels
kale,
of pesticides on
kale, spinach, and strawberries.
Yep.
Those are the
like
top
the top three. Which all those things are good for you, man.
Yeah.
So the
strawberry's still sweet as hell, man. You eat one of them, but this shit got pesticides on it, man.
Yep.
The celery. With celery, that's high level. That's actual medicine. This nigga put pesticides on it, man. And then the report came out. It said it in the article. Even if you eat the organic shit, it got pesticides, just not as much as the conventionally grown food. But it ain't supposed to have pesticides on it, man. Everything's supposed to be organic, you know?
Oh, what about the meat? What about the meat? You can get regular meat, or you get the organic meat, or grass-fed.
We went there. You get grass-fed. You get the regular grass-fed, or you get grass-fed, grass-finished. Like, it's supposed to eat grass its whole life. You know, it's supposed to chew the cud its whole life, man. It ain't supposed to switch to something else.
It's eating grain.
What they do is it's born. They let it go on the pasture a couple months before they slaughter it. They feed it with all the corn.
Because it fattens them up.
To get some fat, and then they slaughter it then. But then there's the other ones that are just grass-fed, grass-finished. They just all it ate was grass its whole life.
Like, that's probably a lie.
Yeah. We can't trust nothing these niggas say, but still,
probably a lie.
The whole point that you have that option is wicked as hell, man.
Right.
You shouldn't have that option. You should be okay. Look, this is a lamb, this is a sheep, this is a goat, this is a cow. That's it. You want it or not? No, you want it grass-fed or grass-fed.
How many different options?
You know?
Oh, this is a synthetic blend. Goat, you know? Or this is a chicken mixed with a turkey. You know, it's cheaper. You're like, that's the one. Oh, this tastes, the nigga on this tastes good.
I believe.
You know?
I think it's called a Danish.
See, he's already doing shit like that. Well, even though maybe it's grass finished, grass fed. Well, the grass is GMO. The grass has pesticides. Everything, literally everything. You cannot have anything holy in this land, man. Because it's all dirty. It's defiled. We'll get that in these numbers 35 too. Go ahead,
quick one. This Psalm 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
Yeah, this is world. Why? It's because you have we're in the land of darkness. We're in the land of the shadow of the valley of the shadow of death. Okay, where there's a big, just dark cloud hovered around this whole entire landmass of America.
Well, we went there to the spot. We was getting the food. The dude, he didn't even see nothing wrong with it.
He's like, get
He's
going.
like, I'll take the regular one, man. He didn't even think, damn, dude, do these things eat grass? Ain't they supposed to eat grass anyway? You know?
They see the price.
He don't care. He doesn't care.
They just see the price.
They just say, oh, does it taste good? Does it hit my taste buds? And it tastes good. Cause look, if you stop eating that shit, right? Say you stop eating that shit, you go somewhere to like a tropical island, and you're eating like really good foods, right? Fresh foods, as much as best as you can get. And then you come back over here,
you ain't gonna like it.
You ain't gonna like the food, the taste of the food, man. It's gonna taste disgusting. And that's what a lot of these foreigners, they come over and they say that. But what happens is they stay here long enough to where their taste buds get accustomed to this bland food, man. And you really taste how disgusting it is. And you just really see that it just messes with your hormones. It just gives you some energy for 5 minutes and then you crash. You know? You die every time you eat. You're supposed to live to eat, right?
Yeah.
Or eat to live, but then you dying. You dying when you eat.
Yeah.
Slowly kill yourself.
You slowly killing yourself.
You're paying
Slowly.
for it.
Yeah. You paying top dollar for organic.
To kill yourself, man.
Then you're gonna go to his pharmaceutical companies. You're going to his doctors. You're gonna go to his therapist. You're gonna go to his chiropractic doctors, his dentist. The whole system is set up so you can put more money into the system. So you can be more of a slave to the system. Okay? The system of Babylon. So there's no possible way, even if you're eating the most pristine foods here, everything is corrupted, everything is defiled. Because we're dealing with a defiled and a corrupt man. Go ahead.
And if you go to the mountains east, you'll be looking up in the sky. It's a chemtrail, man. Everything's full of garbage, man. Go ahead.
Psalm 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course, man. Get that in Isaiah 24th chapter. Start at 4. Everything is messed up. Women, it was an article. It was a transvestite, a transsexual, changed. They wanted to be known as an elf.
Yeah.
So they're testing the gender, the gender boundaries, man. So amongst fake food, amongst fake air, over there in China, you gotta buy air, fresh air. Okay, massive pollution. Air in a can. Then you're only living on 1% of the Earth's population. When there's vast amount of earth, vast amount of animals, water. Everybody can have their own plot of land. Okay.
Oh, you could take this park for example, man. This is like one of the most densely populated cities in the world. Then you got this huge area, this park, which they don't let anybody live in here. But you can live off this, man. How many you can literally set and establish a household just right here, man. You know, they don't let people do it. It's illegal. Why? Because they want you to live in the city, so you can live off the grocery store, man.
So you can catch hell, man. That's why. So Esau can put hell upon you. Esau looks at life and says, I have to kill it. I have to put hell upon it. I have to oppress it. I have to have control over it. They have to come to me for everything. Okay? What you have?
Isaiah 24.
Khan, go ahead.
It's Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
The whole earth is mourning. The whole creation is mourning. Okay, from starting with the nation of Israel, which is the firstborn of Yahweh Shema Shai, until all life on earth. Okay, go ahead.
The world languisheth and fadeth away.
Yeah, it's the world is drooping. When you go into that word language, one of the definitions is to droop. Okay, to be sorrowful, to fade away, to be exhausted.
Utterly spiritless. Because the earth, everything has a spirit to it, and Esau is constantly just working everything and everybody to death. The earth, you know, that's why it's not yielding in its perfection. He's not keeping the land Sabbath. He's cross contaminating different seeds. All right, crossbreeding. It's fucking it up, man.
Well, the whale, I forget where it was at.
That's a spirit.
I think it was out here somewhere, but it beached itself. Then they found out that it had 88 pounds of plastic inside of it, man. Z just gave up, like, I'm killing myself, man. That's another reason why you see a lot of these fish, these dolphins and whales beach themselves. They catching hell, man.
Oh man, I was saying on the thread the other day. It was a video of a lion chasing a gazelle, and then it didn't catch it, and then it had a seizure.
Oh damn!
The lion actually had a seizure, man. It just fell on the ground and started. But that's under the so-called white man.
Yep.
Read that again, brother. Read that again.
Up, man.
That's never.
Animals having animals. It's like not to cut you off. They got all kind of ailments, man. Dogs got arthritis.
Yep.
You know, his joints all messed up from walking on this concrete and from being sedentary, man. These animals, they supposed to be moving around, but Esau, he put them in a house. You know, they just walk around the living room all day. They don't get to really stretch and you know use their body to its capacity.
Oh well, animals do have actual ailments. Yet when they're in the wild, they have actual ways to medicate themselves. Okay, like to take the wood at, for example, they actually have a resin that they eat. They take off the tree and they put it in their nest, and it's a natural antibiotic. And then they feed on it, and it kills and disaffects if they have any type of bacteria. And they said the ants that have that actually in their nest are more or less susceptible for bacteria or fungus overgrowth. So the ants, the Most High, put it in their spirit to go to a certain tree or resin or grass, like dogs when they get sick, they eat grass.
Yep.
Okay, for the chlorophyll inside the grass, and then what do? They regurgitate it out. You know, it acts like a filtration system. Yet, well, Esau, he poisons everything. Like you was telling me about the condor, they'll go and they'll eat dead carcasses, which that's their job. But the carcasses, they have bullet fragments, okay, of heavy metals, and then the lead, and then they die. Well, they're just doing their job. They're actually set up to go around and eat decaying flesh, which that takes off a lot of the rabies of these different wild dogs and coyotes. They don't get the rabies because they're not eating that meat. And then that messes up the whole ecosystem, see? But Esau, he messes up all the ecosystem, where it says all the foundation of the earth, or out of foundation of the earth, or out of course.
Out of balance.
Out of balance, okay? Because you have a man that takes too much. If there was a scale, he's taking too much of this and not replenishing it. You're an idiot.
Yeah, Esau's a dumbass because the California condor, right? They burrow in trees that are fire damaged, so like burned out trees. That's where they like to burrow. So when Esau sees a burned out tree, he'll chop it down and get rid of it. And then he didn't know what was happening to the condors. He was doing that plus the DDT that they were spraying all throughout the Central Valley was getting in the water supply, which was killing the animals, and they were eating the carcasses, which made their eggshells weak. So as soon as they sat on their eggs, it would kill their seeds, man.
Well, he almost destroyed his the national bird.
Doing the bald eagle doing that. And the California condor, that's the largest condor on the planet, man. Yet they almost went goddamn near extinct. And like you're saying about the beached whales, the reason why the Most High created the California condor is to get the whales on the coast. They're going to get the whales, but now they're going down there and the whales are full of plastic, man. This place is wicked.
So it's killing everything. Look what over there in what was that? In Rwanda? Well, the plastic Coca-Cola company.
Oh yeah.
That was
Tanzania. That place is through, man. Didn't they get hit by a cyclone? Yeah, they got hit by a cyclone last week. Well, like 120 people dead. Go ahead, bring that out.
It's Isaiah 20.
That's judgment, you know. But blame it on the so-called white man. Blame it on Esau. He's literally messed up the whole world. Okay, under no other nation has animals went extinct, or to the brink of extinction, or endangered. Like 40% of the what's it called? Of the insects are on the endangered endangered species list. 40%. Go ahead, brother. Esau.
It's Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Everything's losing the spirit, man. The earth is losing its strength. People are weaker. Their minds are much weaker. To me, they're more acceptable to spirits, man. Spirits on the left-hand side, man. This place is moralist. You know, you can believe anything. Somebody can just say something to you just passing by, or elevator talk, and that can change your life. now you develop your whole principles on what a bug out said. Oh, be you, live your best life. Somebody can say live your best life, and then that can spark a demon in your mind. Does it become a demon?
It's a spirit though.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Everything's messed up. Everything's defiled.
Who's in the rulership seat?
Exactly.
Get Job 9:24.
That's right.
So we gonna bring it around. The brother's making a statement. He says all the red Hebrew Edomites are the so-called white man. And it is, according to the scriptures, man.
According to the scripture.
All right, you can go through any empire in history, okay, outside the Greeks and the Romans, okay, and go through and see what those nations did and if they destroyed the earth on the level that the Red Hebrew Edomite did it, man. There wasn't no animals going extinct during the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, during the reign of Darius, okay, Artaxerxes, okay, the pharaohs that was in Egypt, you know. Even when we was in rulership, man, you didn't have animals going extinct. You didn't have pesticides being sprayed on the crops, man. You didn't have chemtrails. The water was clean.
In this land before you devils came over here, man. Yeah. There's no extinct animals. There was no need to kill the grizzly bear, man.
Done.
But until this damn Red Hebrew Edomite showed up, now you gotta kill the animals because they don't like your spirit, man.
Yep. Yeah, on some what's that? The Happening.
Yeah.
When he came over here, the Happening was happening over here, man. Them animals was rising up against him. Good. And then his dumb ass, he don't know how the ecosystem works. He'll set his society up right by where the bears be mating at, be eating at, and then you wonder why you're getting mauled.
Well, he want to log their whole habitat. Yep. You know, like, you know what, this is good logging. But then you wonder why the animals are coming out trying to kill your ass.
Yeah.
Bug out, man.
Bug out.
This is Proverbs 28 and 9. Salakia. Proverbs 28 and where was it?
29 and 2.
This is Proverbs 29 and 2.
Oh, get Isaiah the 14th chapter.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yeah, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Why? Because we have the proper way to rule on the earth. The Red Hebrew Edomite don't have it. And these other nations, they don't have it, man. Even though that they know how to live harmoniously with the earth, they don't have it down pat because it wasn't given unto them. You know? Keep going.
It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay? And even the animals are mourning under the rulership of this Red Hebrew Edomite, man. He's just thrown everything completely off. You know? Or like the brother was going into earlier about, you know, how only 1% of the land on the earth is being used. Okay? You can look at this for an example, man. If you set a house up right here, somebody could live way over there. You can have your whole family, man. Ain't gonna be, you know, people fighting each other. This is enough land for everybody to use, man. Yep. There's enough resources, you know.
Yeah, on the Spirit Wolves is talking about that on the way up, and you look at all the houses here in this wicked ass city, San Francisco. They're literally connected together. Mm-hmm. They're literally connected with no backyard. You know what I mean? So like, man, that's just, you know, wickedness, man, in itself.
And to add, these parks are synthetic.
Yep.
They were made to look like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so pretty much, man, you know, Esau, he has all hell to pay because he set up this illusion. Oh, okay, this is, all right, overpopulation. We got to get all these people here, you know what I mean, in this one city, all right? Because, and he feels like, you know, you got a precept by Salakia.
Is Isaiah 5 and 8. Woe unto them that join house to house.
Yep, that's spirit. Woe unto them that join house to house. Because Esau set it up like this in wickedness, man. This ain't how we supposed to be living. All right? Everybody living in a small neighborhood. That's how you get shootouts. That's how you get people disputing against it. That's how you get adultery.